with your class. So we're going to start with a little overview of fats. So I think we talked before, but bottom line with fats, guys, is that we get them from mainly animal sources, but a little bit from plant sources. So any kind of meat, oils, dairy, any kind of peanuts, cashews, things like that. Key thing to understand, you get 9 calories for every gram. So if you eat something with 200 grams, let's say with 100 grams of fat, then you're getting 1,800 calories. That's probably a bad example. Let's say you eat um, a double cheeseburger that has 30 grams. You're getting 180 calories. Um, we have to have fat. Bottom line, we have to have it. It insulates our body. We don't want our organs sloshing around inside of us, hitting the inside of our ribs when we fall down, when we play sports. So there's basically a surrounding ring of fat around all of our organs. It's a backup source of energy. After carbs are gone, then fat's your next energy. It's good for your skin, your hair, your nails. Um, and it's critical in storing certain kinds of vitamins. We'll talk a little bit about those later. Two types of fat we're going to talk about. First one is bad fat, which is saturated. It's it's solid at room temperature, meaning this is like Crisco. It won't melt. Um, it could only be about 10% of your daily diet. And if you have too much of this stuff, guys, this is what contributes to heart disease and high cholesterol, clogging of your arteries, things like arteriosclerosis, where basically the fat in your bloodstream or the cholesterol in your bloodstream falls into the bottom of your arteries and hardens up, which causes pressure to build up and ultimately leads to a heart attack. Um, the good kind of fat we're going to talk about is unsaturated. This is fat that's liquid at room temperature, meaning it comes from plants. So it's olive oil, canola oil, peanut oil. You can have 20% of this in your diet. So understand that 30% of your diet comes from fat, 20% of it from unsaturated, 10% of it from saturated. A little bit about cholesterol. All cholesterol, guys, is like a waxy stuff that's in your blood. Literally, it's like the consistency of if you cook something with grease and you let the grease set up, it's that filmy consistency. And understand your body makes all the cholesterol you need. So anything we eat with cholesterol is just excess cholesterol. Um, so if you go get blood work done, you're going to have a cholesterol reading. And it's going to tell you 3 things. It's going to tell you what your total cholesterol number is, what your HDL, which is your good cholesterol, is, and what your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, is. We want our total cholesterol to be somewhere between 200 and 239. If you get over that, you're at risk. I've seen people who have cholesterol as high as 800. You want your LDL and HDL both to be good numbers. Typically, the number that gets skewed out other than total cholesterol is HDL. Like for myself, my good cholesterol is too low. So they prescribe you to take things like fish oil, stuff like that, to get your HDL up. All right, proteins are the last one of the macronutrients. So we had carbs, fats, now proteins. Guys, we get this from meat, fish, any kind of dairy. Very good for you, builds muscle. If you play sports, this is what repairs your muscles after exercise. Back to only 4 calories per gram, just like carbs. And it's not a major fuel source. You won't use this for energy. It's made up of amino acids that look like chains that are linked together. And it's recommended that you get 10 to 15% of protein. And we usually get more of this than we're supposed to because we do eat so much meat in this country. Real critical that if you do eat a high protein diet, that you have a lot of water, just because processing protein's bad on your kidneys. 2 types of proteins. Complete proteins are the ones that are just in animals. Keep in mind there are 20 amino acids, and basically the amino acids dictate the kind of protein it is. So in a complete protein, it has all 20 amino acids. An incomplete protein means it's missing one of those amino acids, which means that it's not as good a source of protein, and you need to find ways to supplement to get that other protein. And understand in times when you're having growth spurts and growing a lot, then protein is really important because it's what's going to build your muscles during those times. Vitamins and minerals, these are the two macronutrients. So the macronutrients were carbs, fats, proteins. The micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. Vitamins, sometimes some of you take them all every morning. They're just kind of to help regulate your growth, to help repair cells. Two types. Water-soluble ones are ones like vitamin C. So for instance, if you drink a lot of orange juice, you're going to go to the bathroom because it's coming out in water. Fat-soluble, those are ones that are stored in fat. So you can't take more than you're supposed to, or it could be fatal. Minerals, you won't hear as much about this unless you have a deficiency. Their only purpose is just to improve parts of your body function. The three you hear about the most are calcium, iron, sodium. Calcium, if you have a deficiency in calcium, it can lead to brittle bones or osteoporosis. If you have a deficiency in iron, it can lead to low blood count, which is somebody becomes anemic. And then having too much sodium can lead to high blood pressure, which is again is something that contributes to cardiovascular disease. And then water is its own class of nutrient. It has its own deal. We have to have it. 60 to 70% of our body's water. It's key to regulating your body temperature. It's critical for active people. If you sweat, if you lose just 5% of your body water, you can be in trouble. 15% it can kill you. And the key to understand this is that for a normal person who doesn't exercise, you need 8 to 10 cups a day. If you are an athlete and you sweat a lot, then you need obviously more than that. And it's real key that you just, you eat foods like fruits and vegetables that have water in them, and then you get your water in every day just to kind of keep you healthy. And just kind of an overview or over guidelines for just having a healthy diet. You want to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, okay? Lots of whole grains. You want to balance, eating and exercise. Limit your intake of empty calories like sugar, alcohol. Eat high fiber foods. And if you do cook, take safety precautions. Cook things that are to safe temperatures. And when we come back on Tuesday, we're going to get into talking about this My Plate, which is kind of a guidelines for how to eat and what to eat. So guys, watch this, take notes from it. This will replace your lecture that you would have on Thursday. Thanks a lot.